Disasters leave lasting marks on communities, as I know from my own family story. Before I was born in 1970, San Diego's Laguna fire destroyed much of Crest. My dad stayed behind to help rescue animals, while my mom evacuated the base of Crest with my sisters. My dad barely made it out by following sheriff flights to safety. When he broke through the smoke on horseback, my mom fainted, having just been told by the sheriff nothing was left. My dad was safe, and their home were one of the few unharmed. In 2003, the Cedar Fire struck the same community. My parents' home miraculously survived again. This time my mom was out of town. I called her from the same spot when my dad broke through the smoke to give her the good news. Their horses, missing in the chaos, were saved by a mysterious stranger, like my dad had done for others in 1970. These stories of survival inspired 5 lesser-known civilian heroes of disaster, where we honor civilians who risk their lives to save others in moments of crisis.
Disasters reveal the best in humanity, and 5 lesser-known civilian heroes of disaster uncovers the unsung civilians who rose to the challenge. On September 25, 1978, PSA Flight 182 crashed into a San Diego neighborhood after a mid-air collision, killing 144 people and destroying 22 homes. James W. Rodgers, a 38-year-old off-duty police officer in North Park, sprang into action as burning debris rained down. He ran into a collapsing house on Dwight Street, pulling 2 elderly residents to safety before it was engulfed in flames. Suffering burns and smoke inhalation, Rodgers returned to the inferno, saving 3 more people, a total of 5 lives. His bravery, reported by the San Diego Union, earned him a city commendation, yet his story remains largely untold. Let's honor his courage and selflessness. Ever seen someone risk their life in a crash? We want to hear. Share your story and maybe we will feature the hero in a later series. Next, a student's rescue during a deadly flood.
In 2011, Thailand faced its worst floods in 50 years, killing over 800 and affecting 13 million. In Bangkok, 22-year-old student Supachai Suthisak heard a family of 4 trapped in their home on October 25th. Navigating dangerous floodwaters in a small boat, he reached them through strong currents and debris. When his boat capsized, Supachai swam the children to safety, returning for the parents despite exhaustion and risk of drowning. His heroic act, reported by the Bangkok Post, saved the family, yet he remains an unsung hero. Let's celebrate his bravery and the power of determination. Ever seen a student become a hero in a flood? We want to hear. Share your story and maybe we will feature the hero in a later series. Next, a truck driver's bravery during a hurricane.
On August 29, 2005, Hurricane Katrina flooded 80% of New Orleans, killing over 1,800 and displaced 1 million. In the lower 9th Ward, 35-year-old truck driver Daryll Rodrigue used his flatbed truck to rescue neighbors as waters rose. Driving through chest-deep floodwaters, he ferried 12 people, including elderly residents, to higher ground. When his truck stalled, Rodrigue nearly drowned, but swam to safety with a child in his arms, saving all 12. His bravery, reported by the Times-Picayune, made him a local hero, yet his story faded over time. Note, no images of Rodrigue were available to base our AI artwork on, which is always for illustrative purposes only. Let's honor his selflessness. Ever seen a neighbor risk their life in a hurricane? We want to hear. Share your story, and maybe we will feature the hero in a later series. Next, a teenager sacrificed during an earthquake.
On January 12, 2010, a 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck Haiti, killing up to 300,000 and displacing 1.5 million in Port-au-Prince. When 17-year-old student Jean-Pierre's school collapsed, he sprang into action. He pulled 3 friends from the rubble, suffering a broken arm, and returned to save 2 more. Narrowly escaping as an aftershock brought down more debris, Pierre's courage saved 5 lives, a story reported by Reuters through survivor accounts, yet he remains an unsung hero. Note, no images of Pierre were available to base our AI artwork, which is always for illustrative purposes only. His selflessness inspires us all. Let's honor his bravery. Ever seen a teenager risk their life in an earthquake? We want to hear. Share your story, and maybe we will feature the hero in a later series. Next, a farmer's sacrifice during a volcanic eruption.
On November 13, 1985, Colombia's Nevado del Ruiz volcano erupted, unleashing deadly lahars that buried the town of Armero, killing over 23,000. Luis Alfonso Giraldo, a 34-year-old farmer and father, risked everything to save his neighbors. Hearing radio warnings, he ran through Armero, banging on doors to alert families. He carried 2 elderly neighbors to higher ground on his back and returned multiple times, saving children despite the advancing mud flow. Giraldo saved at least 15 lives, but was swept away while rescuing a young girl, sacrificing his life. Note, no images of Giraldo were available to base our AI artwork, which is always for illustrative purposes only. Let's celebrate his sacrifice. Ever witnessed someone risk it all in a disaster? We want to hear.
Thanks for watching 5 lesser-known civilian heroes of disaster on Short Bites of History. We make history fun by serving it in small bites on YouTube Shorts. Videos are created with the help of AI using VidAI. A link to VidAI will be pinned in the comments section. The video popping up now is something that YouTube thinks you will like. You know what to do. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.